All right, so
we're just gonna start like last time. You were laughing last time.
I was laughing a lot too.
Yeah, we were all laughing a lot.
Did you actually like listen to it? Like all of it?
Yeah, I actually listened to it like the whole thing.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
I was entertained by us.
I was too busy doing a bunch of other stuff.
No, you should listen to it.
You should listen to our previous episode, I guess.
No. But I'm actually being serious, because if you listen to it, then you'll actually know what to improve on.
Yeah, that's exactly why I listened
It's
to
true.
it.
Listen to
Because,
it on
the
the
first
bus.
20 minutes, I was just laughing. I didn't realize at the time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I gotta.
Yeah. I actually did get a bunch of messages like on Facebook about it, like side messages. Nobody was like being rude or whatever. There was the one guy who posted that thing, like, who said we should talk about poor trade-in values.
I didn't see that one.
Talk about what?
There's a guy who posted on a Facebook wall. He said you guys should talk about poor trade-in values.
Poor trade-in values?
So I don't know if he was like specifically saying us or like the industry in general. Like, I don't know if he was actually saying you guys are a bunch of rip-off artists at your store, or like just the industry in general. Trade-in values are bad. I hit it from the wall. I mean, I just didn't want. I don't really mind if anybody says anything constructive criticism.
That's gonna happen.
So is this the start of the podcast?
Sure, it's a start. Whatever.
All right,
Just saying,
so, yeah.
talking about the last one. So if people didn't listen to it, they should just go back and listen to it.
Yeah, so welcome to the We Got Games podcast.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. On the week of whatever this goes up.
No, it'll be up in a couple of days.
Yeah.
So it'll be like August the 27th is Tuesday.
Possibly, or maybe later if The Killer's Dead comes up. But if you hold off on it's like, you're not getting this game until this episode goes up. That's your incentive.
All right, so what was I talking before you rudely cut me off? Oh, yeah, criticism.
Criticism.
It was pretty good, actually. I'll show you after, but I got a couple of messages on Facebook on the side that were just like...
First off, get rid of that Adam guy.
No, it was like seriously the people who said it was pretty good. And then you said some people came in and
Yeah.
like...
They just said it was just too long. They
Yeah.
said it was pretty good too, but they only listened for 20 minutes, half an hour. And they're like,
And we went on for like 90 minutes.
Yeah,
It
so
was too
we'll see what
long.
happens. Well, a lot of podcasts go on for an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
you could like edit it down to like 60 minutes. But there's so much gold in there.
I
It's hard to
know.
cut stuff
Why would you
out.
want to? Listen on the bus. Listen to...
No, but he said also that people... So one guy didn't know... I don't think he believed Corey when he said that we didn't script anything.
we didn't
Yeah.
script
Watch
anything.
your
This was
own
all just from the get-go.
Yeah. I thought about it, like, just kind of like even this week.
well, I think even like jot note points, we should have had something. At least we
Maybe.
followed.
But I
we
think it
still
would just
didn't.
screw us up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's
when
what
do we
I
know
said.
when to
You're
stop? The
uncensored.
thing is, we never know, right? We just keep talking till it's interesting, and when it kind of, I don't know,
Yeah.
gets not interesting, we just go on to the next.
Yeah,
subject.
I think if we try to do it all like structured and like organized, it wouldn't be as entertaining.
No, it'll be like, okay, next topic.
Well, yeah, it would be
And
like
then-
next topic.
That's what I was saying to like you or whatever, and it was probably you too. Like we would just be like uniform, like just it would be like every other podcast. It'd be just like everyone would just be like boring and
Sponsors, like sponsored by Tim Hortons.
just like on the YouTube channel, just have a picture of a Tim Hortons cup while we're talking. I put enough Instagram pictures up of Tim Hortons cups.
They should be paying you for that, man.
start lying and just put advertisements and make it sound like we're actually more popular than what we are.
Yeah.
The amount of times we're waiting in that lineup. Why is there like one cash register all the time, man?
Anyway,
there should
so
be three, man.
I want to talk about the first thing is this movie that I went. To
I'd rather not
Yeah,
talk
the
about it
movie-
because what's going to happen is we start talking about this. This is going to be the final episode of the podcast.
No, it'll be quick because Corey didn't see it.
Well,
Yeah,
here
Luckily
we go.
for you.
But Rotten Tomatoes gave it actually a good score.
On
Yeah,
Rotten
right.
Tomatoes, it's like it was
It's getting a great
91
score.
or something,
So
wasn't it?
94% compared to the 6% that you represent, 94% that I
No, it
represent.
was 91%, so it's quickly going
91,
down.
whatever.
It's 91.
91, whatever. It's
And
still
but the
good,
user rating was like 80. I think when I looked yesterday it was 80. So it's gotten high.
So I'm not insane.
no, you're not insane.
Exactly.
But I don't really understand. Like I'm sure it's going to go. I'm not saying it's horrible.
Okay, first off, the movie we're talking about is The World's End.
That's true. I didn't even say the
the
name.
final
of the
movie in the trilogy with Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and Edgar Wright.
Why is it even really a trilogy though? Because they're not even really like.
It's a
They
separate story
called,
for anything.
yeah.
It's-
I don't know why they called it. Maybe they share
Unless
some
that,
themes.
does it have anything
or-
to do with Shaun of the Dead? It doesn't,
No,
right?
it doesn't.
So why is it even? It's the same. What? Because they're all. It's because
Yeah,
the same
because
actors
the
in the
same-
movie.
yeah.
It's the same director.
It's
So
like they're
therefore-
they're like trilogy of work, I guess.
I guess,
Yeah.
because it really had nothing to do with like. I thought it was gonna be like as good as Shaun of the Dead or close.
It's not as good as Shaun of the Dead. I'll put that out right now. Like nothing can touch Shaun of the Dead's quality. It was the
nothing.
first of its kind. It was really smart, really clever.
I didn't. I liked Shaun of the Dead. I thought Hot Fuzz was okay, and I actually really.
I enjoyed Hot
Is it
Fuzz.
still zombies?
No, they're kind of
Mutated.
These alien guys
Alien
or something who have like heads
robots.
that pop off and this blue stuff. For
They're
blood
called
goes all over the
blanks.
place.
well,
Really?
they're trying to figure out names for what they call them.
It's not
Eggman.
interesting.
trying to ask questions without spoiling anything. But
Yeah, no. Well, we
Yeah,
know
we'll
it's,
stay with-
I didn't know it was
we
a
do know
zombie
it's the world's end because they give it that way in the title of the
Yeah.
movie. But
did it?
They're trying to
I
get
wish-
to
I
a. They're
wish-
trying to do a bar crawl. And,
I wish you would see it just so you could agree with me about how it's not that good. When the movie ended, I said this was terrible, and I shouldn't have said terrible.
at that point, I was like looking at you, like, are you fucking insane?
No, but then he's questioning himself, like maybe.
And I was questioning myself. I was like, maybe, am I insane right now because maybe I'm judgmental because
But you said
I
when you
love
left
the
the
previous
theater,
work?
you heard people
There
saying
was
how
yeah,
bad that
disappointed.
was.
The one guy that's across from us because someone was using the washroom, whatever. But it was probably I think it was Haley. I'm not sure. These guys across from us were actually saying like the guy's like I wanted to like that movie, but I just
But it's like watching it a second time made me appreciate a lot more. Like there's the little things that you catch throughout the movie. Like,
But you were laughing really
I was
hard.
laughing.
And
I was.
I thought maybe I was
Game
just not getting it. And I like English humor. Mr. Bean's great.
Mr. Bean is
Talking himself.
Enjoy on
But yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
but like I just don't I don't know. I just didn't really
But what was the critics saying on Rotten Tomatoes? Like,
They're
were
saying
people
it's
just
good.
saying it was
I
like
think most of the critics though did say like it wasn't
It's not- it
nearly
wasn't as
as
funny,
funny.
but they
Well, it's
still gave
entertaining.
it like a really good score.
yeah, because they
obviously,
liked it.
but they
It was
liked
an entertaining movie.
Barely.
It was more. I guess I would call it more dramatic than the first two, though. That's for sure.
I didn't want to see a drama movie first of all. But you know when you see I was saying
They
to
focus
guy-
on a love story.
No,
Oh,
you know like when you go see a movie in the theater and then you realize usually you realize pretty quickly, but it's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes of the movie when you really it sinks in that this
Nothing
is not
happens.
good. Like you're thinking to
Final
yourself
Fantasy Spirit with them.
you actually saw that?
I saw that in
Holy
theaters, yeah.
shit!
Yeah,
I was
did
ready to
I.
walk
Oh
out.
my
So did I.
god!
I refused to walk out.
I had the common courtesy to be like, I'm not even going to see this fucking.
No, we know
movie.
that
Well, it looked good.
I saw I saw
It did in trailers.
It did
I
look
mean,
good. No, you got to admit, like it did look.
The
It
CGI
looked
amazing.
That's what
good.
exactly.
But I'm like, watch, it's like, oh, this is have to fucking do with Final Fantasy, man.
Well, that's
Well,
the thing.
we didn't know until I saw
But even
it.
if it had
and I was
nothing to do with Final
Barrett?
Fantasy, yeah, even if it really had nothing to do with
It
Final
was.
Fantasy, still could have mean it was good.
Yeah.
It just the movie was just garbage. Anyways, I saw the Dragon Ball Z live action movie in the theater.
But you kind
and
of
you
knew
thought
that was
and you liked that.
Oh, what?
Okay, wait a second. Cut this part out.
No, I'm not. This is going in, man.
Okay, it's not that it was good.
Your expectations must have been really
Oh, on the
So-
ground low.
Yeah.
And understand, I don't like the anime, and I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. So when I saw it,
I guess,
Daryl
yeah.
is freaking out because who is this white guy playing? What is it, Goku?
It makes
Whatever,
sense.
I don't know.
Die Hard.
Why is this
Dragon
kid
Ball
from
fans.
that Steven Spielberg movie?
Yeah, like I don't know anything about it. So when I'm watching it, it's just like, okay, it was bad, but I don't know. I wasn't insulted by it, but like people who are Dragon Ball Z fans were like just freaking out. Like this is insulting to us. Dragon
But they
Ball
should have
Z
known
fans.
a movie was going to be.
Even then, like,
But what
what
about
can you
Avatar?
take from Dragon Ball? It's just a bunch of people
Listen,
screaming at each other.
I would say it
punching
might be better than the live action Street Fighter movie.
Yeah.
No,
But
Street Fighter was
that's
so bad it was
entertaining.
good. Though.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Come on.
It was pretty bad, but
I saw
still
that.
like
I saw
it.
that in the theater.
I
too.
can't believe you saw
Wow.
that here too, man.
My track
I
record.
probably
good.
would have actually.
Mortal Kombat 2 saw that in the theater too.
Well, that's because
They
the
were
first
good
one
at the
was
time.
good.
Part one was good.
Yeah, I
For-
remember they were actually
Part
not
1
that
though.
bad.
Part 2. Anyways, back to your movie.
Yeah, but
So
I enjoyed it.
I don't know. After about 25 minutes, 20 minutes, I was really questioning whether it's like I'm trying to convince myself maybe like just waiting for something to happen. It's going to get good, and then like the whole whatever they are, aliens or whatever thing happens, and it's just kind of like
The only thing I can
Yeah.
say that I had some issue with the movie was like the action felt a little too much like Scott Pilgrim.
it almost felt like he knew how to do karate and stuff.
Yeah, it was like out of
You're
nowhere. It's
how
like
do you
this
know how
is
to do- all of a sudden
weird.
he's like doing these moves, like
Yeah.
sliding under their legs, and he's doing these fights, and it's like how did he?
That's the
Who
one
is
thing. It
this
was
guy?
like the hell. But
I
then
thought his
after that-
character was annoying too.
There's no training. All of a sudden, you just saw him just start doing these moves.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
The first like 20 minutes, 25 minutes is just a drama movie about these friends getting back together just to go do these drinking at a bar, basically, and it has some stuff that I would say is mildly
Maybe that's how the
amusing.
movie concept came.
Like
up.
I thought it was mildly amusing at parts. This guy is choking on his popcorn. He's laughing so loud.
Okay, I wouldn't say I was laughing
Okay,
that hard.
okay, well he was laughing pretty
I
hard.
was
And Wendy's
laughing.
like slapping her knee, like like it's so funny. And I
No,
was
no, no. That was just a separate thing. She every single time she's sitting down, she has to always move
Oh,
her
she has
legs.
spasms.
Unless she was being sarcastic.
Yeah, she has spasms. So I was trying to.
Maybe she's like, ha ha.
No,
And then
I just didn't really
was
like. I at one point looked over because he laughed. There was one part, whatever. It doesn't really matter what part it was. This when this guy's drinking beer, or whatever, and he was laughing pretty loud, and I was kind of like, haha, or whatever. And then I looked over at him
because
I'm
he's
like,
trying to drink, man.
I go, maybe I'm missing something.
And
Like I don't.
everyone's fighting. He's just trying to drink, but everyone.
Yeah.
keeps
Anyways,
on-
I just recommend nobody see it.
Yeah, I recommend people check it out.
He's already seen it twice.
It wasn't as good as Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz, but I enjoyed it. I think Blake's right now. Oh, it's because my I had to see my sister on Saturday, so she was like, "What movie you want to see?" And she's like, "I want to see The World's End." I'm like, I was like debating myself. It's like,
well, I've seen. Okay, so we're talking about a
fine.
movie segment. So I went and saw City of Bones last night.
The Immortals, right?
The Immortals, yeah.
How was it? I actually want to see that.
Yeah, how is it? Okay, so no, the opposite thing is this one. Like, I think the Rotten Tomatoes was like 14%, and with the
It was that low? I thought it was like 80.
No, it was like 21 or 14% yesterday. But the users were like 75%.
Oh, okay.
So people like it, but the critics hate it, which usually means it's entertaining, right? So put it like this: this isn't really saying anything. It's like a recommendation, but like it's way better than anything that Twilight's ever done.
So it's worth seeing.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, but then again, like here, I had no expectations. I really didn't want to go see it, but like Haley was hating me for making her go see World's End. And then,
okay, listen, man, we did not force her to see that. She wanted.
She thought it was going to be good too.
So did I. She saw the trailer. She was like, this looks good. I liked the other.
So it almost looked like she was going to kill me that night.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. But it was bad. So anyway, so I go, okay, well, tomorrow we'll go on like whatever a date night and we'll go see that, and it was not bad. I mean, it just I don't know. It wasn't amazing.
Parts, or was it like all action? Or
there was really not really much of a love story period, so that was good.
That's good.
Action had
That's
a fair,
surprising.
had okay action, okay special effects. Like it's not like it wasn't amazing, but it was like I went and saw the last Twilight movie in the theater. I had to go see it, and I know it was terrible. So it was way better than that. Like I was actually.
I thought you said you were entertained by that one, though.
Only because
it's entertaining because how bad it is.
No,
that's why I like them.
It's only good.
Why would you seek them out?
I watch every single one. Maybe that should be edited out.
Yeah.
But like, I watch it though because how bad the acting is.
It's
so
bad.
ridiculous, and like the werewolves are like the CGI in that is so bad.
Yeah, like okay, this was also like there was that
room running.
Remember I told you about that other movie? It just came on Blu-ray recently, or video, The Host or whatever. The Host.
Yeah.
That's you should watch it because that's this is maybe the worst acting. The acting maybe the worst I've ever seen. If the only worst acting might be little Anakin Skywalker.
What about The Room? How would it compare to The Room?
Does not even count. That's like just a joke of a movie. It's not that bad. That's on a whole level of
It's
funny
like a
bad.
B movie.
No, not even a B movie, man.
Really?
It's something you need to experience.
No, but like The Host. But I'm just saying, like this acting in this movie was not bad. But like, yeah, the Twilight, the last movie. The only reason I saw it, of course, I had to because girlfriend wanted to see it. So we go see it, and at the end, like, there's a giant battle. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
There's a giant battle scene.
That was cool, though.
But it was a cool scene.
It was a cool scene.
Yeah, and then, of course, one of the main characters, or I guess a couple of them, get killed in this battle scene. And, like, the girl in front of us was crying.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like, she was just breaking down. She was
Did you read the books?
No, she was...
I knew this was coming.
She was so devastated, but I think they changed that from the book. It was a twist, how, it was like, then they went back, and it was almost more like a dream in that sequence or whatever. But yeah, no, but I thought she was like,
That's
legit.
what happens at the end, though.
She was legit gonna cry because one of her characters, I guess, died. Like, oh my god, it was just like she was shocked and like almost gasping for air, like she was shocked.
And you keep watching, and all of a sudden it's like, this is what could happen.
And then I'm legitimately choking on my popcorn.
It's funny
because I'm
just with the head being chopped off.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
It was her reaction, which was just like, "Are you serious? It's a movie. It's a movie. Like, come on." Like that being said, it's a movie. I remember I saw Empire Strikes Back in the theater, and my mind was like
it's like what the fuck?
Father, what? But. So yeah, that's
the movie. I can't believe that Darth Vader's Luke Skywalker's father.
Yeah.
Screams at you, "Thanks for ruining the movie, jackass."
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I was only a kid when I saw that. Obviously, I'm not that old. But yeah, that was really good. But yeah, so I saw that last night, and I don't know. I'm not even gonna say I recommend it. I don't know. It's not bad though. Like when I saw it, it was okay. It was better than.
I still want to go see it.
I'm still.
It's better than World's End. That's all I'm saying.
I do got one more to add though that I actually saw over the last week that surprised me as well was Planes.
You saw Planes?
Yeah, I walked in there. I was going to see it with my dad and my stepbrother, step cousin, whatever, little kid. And
why didn't you go see Turbo?
Yeah, no, that's not. But anyways, like I was just going in. It's like, man, this is gonna suck. It wasn't made by Pixar. Dane Cook, I can't stand that guy.
Yeah, but you just hear his voice. It's not.
Yeah, it's still, I can't stand the guy.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me.
And even then, like, I never actually seen Cars. I heard it was like the weakest of the Pixar movies.
I still recommend you see it.
Yeah, so I checked it out and I was like pleasantly surprised. It actually was surprisingly really good.
I'll watch it when it comes out.
So
shocking.
I know, it's shocking. It was really good.
Out,
I actually enjoyed it, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I would watch it when it comes out, but I'm not going to go see it. We had Epic came out. We got Epic. You should watch that. Epic's really good.
Yeah, I still want to watch it.
You never saw that, right? I think Wendy wanted to see that.
Yeah, she wanted to see that.
Epic, yeah, it's really good. Yeah, you should just, I'm not saying take a copy home. I opened one today, but it's really good.
Should I just take it?
You should watch it.
I'll
probably take it only if you watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
Don't take it home and watch it in 2 weeks.
Just take it home.
Take it home, watch it tonight, and you can tell me what you think about it. But it is good. You'll like it. It's good. It's entertaining. A lot of good action in it. It's actually kind of a good story. Action. It's kind of funny, but just there's good action in it. So
like Rise of the Guardians.
Did you watch Rise of the Guardians?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Oh, I didn't know you actually finally watched it.
I watched it. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I know. People were
When did you watch it?
Last weekend.
Yeah,
on the Canadian Netflix.
Yeah, they were calling it Avengers for kids. Like some people that were
really?
calling it. Yeah,
yeah.
It was
You should
Avengers.
check it out.
Than Avengers?
No.
I thought you saw it. No.
Epic?
No.
Rise of the Guardians.
Oh, Rise of the Guardians. Yes.
Yeah, Rise of the Guardians was good.
It was fantastic. I liked it.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, it was really good. Fantastic's a strong word, but yeah, no, it was really good.
Yeah, I expected it like that much.
Go on to games.
Okay,
games.
So where to start?
You're the one playing all of them right now.
I'm playing them all right now.
So what do we got? Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell Blacklist. It's, to be honest, everyone really hated on Conviction for some, because they changed up the formula. But I loved it. But Blacklist is more like a return to the original Splinter Cell with some of the formula of Conviction mixed in.
I haven't played I didn't play Blacklist enough to really say I've only finished maybe 3 or 4 missions total.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's it's really good. I don't understand why people hated Conviction either. To be honest, I actually really liked it. But it's almost like a mix of to me is Conviction and Double Agent.
Yeah,
I don't know
Chaos Theory.
Yeah, I don't know if you played Double Agent.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it.
Double Agent I beat. I actually liked that game a lot.
I actually beat that. I remember that was so hard.
Yeah,
I gave up on that game.
But it's pretty much each of the main campaign missions were the best to play, and they pretty much allow you to do whatever you want. If you want to play as a third-person shooter, you can.
But do you feel
stealth-based? You can. Not necessarily. No.
I feel like you kind of do, and I think
it depends on your loadout.
I guess to me it's all that mark, what they call it, the mark and kill thing.
Yeah.
It's that again. That's the reason.
It's way less. It's way less forgiving than Conviction. That's for sure.
But if you tag the enemies and hit is it one button and then you just shoot,
kill 3 or 4 guys, up to 4 guys if you want to upgrade your weapon or whatever. So that's the problem. That's the best part about the game, but it's the worst part at the same time because it makes it.
If you go back to Conviction, it's more of an easy button Conviction, but in this game you got to work more for it.
I guess you still had to work for it in Conviction. It
Yeah,
depends
but
on
you
the
work more for
difficulty,
it,
and it depends how you want to play it. If you want to play stealth, you really can.
Yeah.
You put it on harder difficulty, and you have to.
Yeah,
I think I said to you already. If you on medium, it doesn't feel very hard. It feels almost too easy. I wish I would have just put the game on hard.
But Conviction, I didn't feel it was much of a stealth game. But Blacklist is more of a stealth.
Conviction
game.
was more of a stealth game if you put it on the hardest difficulty and played it.
Well, but it was more aggressive though.
I think the story was more aggressive in nature, anyways. The guy was just.
But the cool thing is
more stealth.
They have
played a bit of it, and you're still hiding behind the vehicles.
The beginning though. Once you got powered up in that game, I think but Conviction probably maybe halfway through the game, you were just all you could sneak around, but again on medium, it was pretty much
go blazing.
Yeah, you could just run in there. That's why you probably would have liked it. Yeah, of course, you could just go in there and go crazy. You just kill everybody. And I find it this game to me feels like that a little bit on normal. Maybe later in the game it gets much harder.
Yeah, but there are also optional missions you can take as well, and they were made for co-op in mind. So there's different ones. There's one
Corey borrow it so we can play it.
Yeah.
There's one that's a horde mode.
There's a horde mode?
Yeah, there's a horde mode pretty much. There's 4 different types of is it 3 or there's
Corey
4 different types
Corey will
of
drive you home tonight.
optional missions. One's pretty much it's a horde mode. You gotta kill everyone you see on sight. No, you can't. The other one is you gotta kill everyone again, but it's not like a horde mode. You gotta sneak around and kill them. And if they see you, they call reinforcements, and then you gotta kill more people.
So if you have to, we won't play that mode.
There's another one as well that's pretty much it's stealth only. You gotta sneak through this whole level. If you get spotted and they call the alarm, boom, you gotta start the mission all the way from the beginning.
Did you try this Spy versus Mercs?
Yeah, I did. I'll get to that. And then the 4th one, they're specifically co-op only missions. These are missions that are only co-op. So I imagine they're a lot like the campaign missions, but with co-op in mind. I haven't tried those yet though. But I heard they're pretty good. And the Spies versus Mercs is a really fun multiplayer. Like, you're constantly taking turns, whether you're the Spies or the Mercs.
It's not really into that kind of competitive.
It's competitive,
I never
but
played
it's
it.
fun.
I never tried it. I never tried it once.
It was fun, but it was, I think...
It's fun, but it's hard.
2. And
now it's 4 versus
now it's
4.
4 versus 4.
Yeah.
Which, does that make it easier or harder?
It's harder because, well, when I was playing it, there wasn't really many people playing. But, so I was constantly stuck on teams of 2 versus teams of 4, and then you can easily get gunned down. Like you need to make sure either one, like, it's a team effort, so if your team sucks, you're screwed.
Do most people pick, like, Mercs or Spies?
It's random, like, it takes turns. Like, it's pretty much like round 1, you'll be playing as one type of team, and round 2, you'll be playing as another type of team.
So it switches.
Yeah, it switches all the time.
Yeah,
it's fun, it's unique, it's different than what you're used to.
It was fun. I just found it hard. I remember, like, back then it was, like, the Spies I was using, and then the Mercs, I felt like they had the advantage with the flashlight.
I never tried it. I only strictly played, I know, like, in, the only multiplayer I've ever played in any Splinter Cell game was just the co-op, and that was in Conviction. Me and Justin played a lot. I think me and you tried it, too. Yeah.
We got frustrated and started running through. And
yeah.
We made it pretty far, then we kept dying at a certain point.
Yeah, so me and so I played that with you, and then but I haven't played enough of this one to actually really like. It's really good. It's really good, no doubt. But I just haven't really. I've been playing more. Obviously, Disney Infinity.
Disney Infinity is really good.
That's the one that I'm playing.
It's more platformy in nature, but it depends on what place that you're using, though. Like,
for Disney Infinity, yeah.
You want to talk about the price points with the figures and the power-ups?
You have to. I mean, the game, like, I really like
it. It's not even a game, it's a platform.
Yeah, exactly. I really like the game. And I think you could have, if you... You know what you should have tried? I don't know if you can do this. Maybe you read it in a review. I did read some reviews, but I don't know if they mentioned it. So obviously, if you have the playset, so you buy the game, you buy the starting pack. Right, so there's the 3 worlds you get right off the bat.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates, Monsters, Inc., Incredibles. So you get 1 character per. You get Sully.
You get Sully, Jack Sparrow, and
that comes out later, though.
And then Mr. Incredible.
No,
those are the 3 that come with. Those are the 3 starters, right?
Okay, yeah.
So the problem is, the main problem right off the bat is if you're going to play 2 players local, which for me it doesn't really matter, but of course they come over.
Yeah.
Adam and Wendy. And if you're playing, so we put in the Incredibles level to start.
Yeah.
So Mr. Incredible's on there, and I'm using Mr. Incredible. Adam puts on Sully on the second player. You can't use him because you have to use...
Unless he brings, like, another portal?
No, another portal. You have to use it has to be a character from that corresponding world. So if you want to play 2 players and you have the game, you have to either use Dash or Violet or Miss Incredible. Like, you have to use a character that they sell from that movie to play that level.
I mean, it makes sense, but it would be more cool, obviously, if they can.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But that's what the toy box mode.
So in the toy box mode, you can use whoever you want, wherever you want.
In any given level?
But those levels, you don't have access to those levels. You have to build your own or get... There's already 3 ones you can download.
Levels, you can use any character.
Anybody you want.
But
anybody
my main question, I couldn't figure out through the game, though, was, how exactly do you play other people's levels?
Well, I don't think anything was up yet when we were playing it early.
Nothing's still up. I tried looking.
Yeah, so maybe nobody... Possibly nobody...
But you have to pretty much beat the game to unlock all the unlocks.
To make...
No, but from what I understand is if say I create a level and it has all this stuff from Cars. Yeah. And I have the Cars playset, which I did buy because I'm an idiot. I bought everything for that game.
Yeah.
That game cost me almost $200.
Yeah.
That's not including the main game. This is all the extras and stuff I bought. Because I bought...
But how many power-ups? You bought a lot of those power-ups.
No, but I'm not even including power-ups.
Oh, just figures?
The game was $74.99, right?
How many figures did you buy? All of them?
All of them.
I bought both 3 packs, so that's 6. So both 3 packs were $30 each, so $60.
This guy here, this guy's crazy about this.
I bought the 2 Cars characters.
Worth something.
No, I bought the 2 Cars characters, which are not included in that. So that was $30 for the 2 characters. I bought the 2 separate characters for the Incredibles, which were also $30, like $15 each. So that was another $30. Then I bought the Cars playset, which was $35 plus tax, and for whatever idiot reason, the Lone Ranger set, which was also $35 plus tax. So I spent total, the game, all the characters, everything was probably $250.
Is it worth $250?
This is the no, the game.
What is really
there's no game that's worth that much money. Well, it could NHL.
The thing is, though, it's more of a collector thing.
I'm not saying you'd buy that, but probably if you did it
$250
to play it. If you knew you were going to play a game for 1 year solid all the time, pretty much every day, and have as much fun as you have, you would probably pay. Looking back at it,
yeah, maybe.
Probably.
I don't know. It's a
well,
lot
you
of money
probably
to put down.
Oh, whatever. But I'm a Disney fanatic, so I bought it. But that's the problem. Is like parents are going to be spending loads of money. You don't have to though, right? You can.
Yeah, it's always the option.
The game is good, though.
It is good, but my question
does it make it better though, having all the extra characters?
It's not that it makes it better, but you need it to play local. Now, I don't need it. I didn't need to buy it. I just bought it because I love Disney and I love the way the figures are modeled.
Yeah, they're great.
Right?
So is it very limited though when you only have the starter pack?
Yes.
Okay. No, if you're only going to play really single player, because then it doesn't matter.
But the problem is this is made for kids for the first 4 months.
No, but if you buy the triple pack, the 3 extra characters, right? Yeah. There's nothing you can't do without them other than 2-player.
But do you still die?
You don't get extra items because you have dash.
But is it like Skylanders? Like if you die, you start over. But if you have the extra character, you pop it on. And then
No. It's not like that. It's nothing like that at all. That doesn't make it.
The only thing that I'm disappointed with is that I think maybe they should have had 6 characters with it instead of 3 because a lot of kids are going to want to play this with their friends and stuff or their siblings. And
okay, but what I wanted to try, again, that's what they didn't mention in the review. Maybe they didn't. I just didn't really read it properly because I skimmed through the reviews really fast. Is two questions. You come over, you have the starter pack, I have the starter pack. We both use Mr. Incredible. Is that possible or no?
That's a good question. I haven't tried that.
Okay. So second question would be we don't even know the answers to these questions. I'm online, you're online, we're playing together. You have the starter pack, I have the starter pack. Can we both use Mr. Incredible? I mean, it's the same question.
I would assume so.
I would assume so too. But they might be that shafty where the answer would be no. Because the reason why I think it's probably yes is because they don't really... Story-wise, it's weird because you could be using Syndrome, and you're still going after Syndrome.
And does it show the cutscene of both your characters, or does it just focus...
It shows the cutscene. It shows the cutscene that's supposed to be part of the story. It doesn't matter what character you're using. So it doesn't impact the story.
They still show all the characters?
Exactly, yeah. If it's a Mr. Incredible cutscene, whatever, and you're using Violet, it's still showing Mr. Incredible.
Okay.
Violet's
so it really
not
doesn't
even
matter
there.
then.
So it shouldn't really matter. But that's the thing. If it doesn't matter, why can't you use Sully in a Mr. Incredible world or the Incredible world if it doesn't affect the story?
Yeah, same controls. But the thing I find brilliant about the thing is this is a way for Disney to pretty much say I'm screw with releasing a new game every single time that there's a new movie coming out. Create a play set, pop it in with the characters. There you go.
Yeah,
and it probably doesn't cost that much to even build a new level because they have the engine already.
It seems like the tools are pretty easy, so they can just create.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I did fool around. I have no interest in. Okay, that's not true. I have a lot of interest in creating levels and stuff for a lot of games, but I just don't have the patience to do it. I did try it with this one for a while. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. It's
not like Little Big Planet, is it? Where you build a vehicle, it's a car, and then when you want to test it, the car just falls apart.
It's easier than Little Big Planet for sure.
No. The tools they give you are really intuitive. It's kind of weird the way you lay a track down for say a racetrack. What the problem is it's hard to if your tracks don't match properly, it's hard just to delete it and try it again. It can be hard to tell exactly. There could be a gap somewhere.
So you don't know until you
It's hard. It's just hard to tell, right? And so I made a racetrack, and then my guy I was just jumping off the ledge and going into nowhere. I kept dying, but I did it on purpose. But
just to try.
The tools they give you are pretty cool, and apparently if you have extra scenery things that okay, whatever. So I can probably build more things, or not build more things, but there'll be stuff that you can't see because I have the Cars playset, right?
Yeah.
So there's stuff that's in that Cars playset I can use when I'm building a level, and you don't have that, so you can't see them. So apparently he can still play the level,
but you don't.
But I think it replaces the art on it. It looks more generic. There's things that you can't.
Why would they do that?
That's kind of dumb, though.
Well, because you don't have the stuff for it.
No, but that would be kind of cool, though, if he did play that level. Then he'd be like, hey, how did you get that background? Oh, I bought this.
I think that's... I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but from what I understand, I think if someone has some play sets or have unlocked things that you don't have, you can still play the level, but you don't have access to some of the visual stuff on it. But I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure.
But this thing though definitely is going to be a big,
not online, but local.
It's going to be a big hit during the holidays though for sure.
But the question is it really worth it? Right? For me, it's worth it because I'm a big Disney fan.
Well, I said the same about
Skylanders.
And obviously that.
Yeah. My question is Skylanders worth it? Is probably no. The way they did it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be worth it down the line.
I think selling used Skylanders for $5. By the way, anybody who's looking for used Skylanders, but no, they sell like crazy. And I don't know if Incredibles will really. Sorry, Incredibles. The Disney Infinity will reach that point.
I think it might. If they start releasing more play sets.
I think
that's what they need. They need more.
I
think they do need. But the problem is they need more figures, but it's just going to cost me more money.
Yeah,
because I'm buying like all of them.
Yeah,
but you don't need them to really play the game, though. Is the thing. So I think if you buy the starter pack, there's nothing you can't really do. Like, it's not, I know what you're saying with the Skylanders and the characters, and you die, you put another character on.
But
you don't need to do anything like that.
But the thing that I find
they
brilliant...
all have different abilities, I assume, right?
Yeah. Oh, the characters have some different moves and abilities, for sure.
But the thing I find brilliant about the playsets, like, the playsets themselves come with 2 characters. So it's like, that's the thing that I find brilliant.
Isn't it usually 3? I know you were saying
it's 3. It's 3
like,
for the extra characters. So if you buy, like, you want to buy, like, there's a sidekicks pack, right? Which the sidekicks are basically, like, it has, like, Mike, Mrs. Incredible.
It was mostly,
and Barbosa.
Yeah. But that's more for, like, if you want to play 2 players with the starter pack.
But the play sets come with it's obviously the little crystal piece in the middle is the level itself, and then the 2 characters. So what's cool about you're right,
pretty much buying a new game.
He's right though. The play set you can play 2 players right away. It comes with 2 players right for that world. The Lone Ranger comes with both of them.
It's pretty much a new Disney game. At least gives you 4 to 6 hours of content for like.
I feel like
you tried that obviously, but is it a download? I assume it is.
No,
all these playsets right now they're on the disc.
They must be because it's pretty vast. I find it hard to believe that little crystal thing has a chip on it that has the whole level on it because it doesn't. So I'm assuming all these playsets are already on that disc, which we know. Capcom's notorious for that kind of stuff. But the DLC's already loaded on the disc itself, but it's already installed.
Too, I think the DLC for that was on the disc.
But down the line, it's probably going to be like title updates and stuff where like they start releasing new playsets like a year and 2 down the line, if it's supported that long.
And you said you tried going to the custom to see if anyone created like any kind of levels.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but you know what? Now I think about it, probably the reason why they did that was they don't want kids to like start looking at these levels that probably people tried creating dicks or any.
Well, I know with Little Big Planet, they had that trouble with people making Sonic levels, Mario Kart, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's why I assume people are going to create those kind of levels for this.
Well, they showed in there's the trailer for Disney Infinity that says you can create your own levels. And the one level, it looked like Mario, a side-scrolling Mario game, but with like guy from Wreck-It Ralph.
Mm-hmm. And that level's not there. Though.
No, but the thing is, Wreck-It Ralph's not even in the game. But he's in those trailers. I don't know if that's like a
That's because they're releasing him in the fall. I'm not even sure if it's a playset or just the character itself.
Okay, so then the other question is these. We don't know the answer to any of these questions, I guess.
Yeah, so why are you asking me? I know.
One of the characters.
I assume you guys have played it co-op and online.
The character from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, they're just releasing him just to use for the toy box.
Corey's interested.
Yeah, they're just releasing him for the toy box.
That's the thing. He doesn't have a level.
I thought he did have a level.
No. There's art and stuff for the levels, but that's the thing that's kind of really is weird. So you're going to buy $15. You're going to buy a character. That you can only use in the toy box. That to me seems pointless.
Like now he has a challenge level, but that's just like a random kill all these enemies, collect all these coins within a time limit. That's it. Like that's the only level you played with.
I think like those characters, if they release them like that, you should be able to play them in any kind of.
And those characters won't be in the 3.
I think you should be able to play him in the Incredibles world if you wanted to. If they were going to release a character like that.
But that's what it should be.
They must be able to just. I'm not going to say I don't want to say they're going to patch the game. This is like another Dragon's Crown situation or whatever. But like.
No, I'm waiting. I'll get into that.
Well, they could just see how the sales are going to do right now, and I guess they already have plans in the fall.
It can't be hard for them to say, let's just let these people use whatever character they want in any world they want.
Maybe that's what they wanted in the initial idea. Maybe Disney's the one that's.
Well, the initial idea is they probably want this idea because you're forced to buy. You're forced to buy other. That or the starter pack should have came with 6 characters, like you said, 2 for each one. You play 2 players in every single one. The game is for kids primarily, even though I'm buying it, you're buying it.
Well, that's the thing. Kids are not going to understand either. They're going to get the 2 other characters or whatever, and they're going to pop it on and be like, "What? They won't
figure it out."
Yeah, but kids they don't know. They just assume everything works when you put it on.
But then what's going to happen is they're going to run to mom and start crying, and then they're going to come to the store and go, "We need to buy a triple pack because now my 2 kids can't play." It's a kids game. Kids play together. They should have had 6 characters in the box.
Yeah, that's what I was saying because it should be because kids are going to be playing it. Probably if they're siblings.
Sell it for $89.99. Yeah. The suggested retail was $79. Everybody sold it for $75. Put it at $89. Give them 6 characters.
But the thing is, when people buy at $90, Even though you get 6 characters.
Listen, if you had a pack that was 75 and one was 89, and you said, yeah, it's $15 extra.
Oh, you're saying if they put 2 packs?
They shouldn't put out 2 packs because we would hate that. But I'm just saying, if they had pack for 89, one for 75, everyone would buy the one for 89 with the 6 characters.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. Like it should have came with 6 characters because at least you can have 2 players.
I just feel like it's hard for some even parents or people to buy a game for $74.99.
It is
a lot of people just seem like, oh, that seems cool. How
games
much is
very
it?
expensive.
We had to on hold. Did those people come back and get it?
Yeah, they got it.
They wanted a deal on it. They were trying to get me to give them an extra character pack for cheaper. I told them we don't make much money off it, so it's hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But anyways, we'll talk more about Disney.
I got to play more of it to really say. I would still.
It's the same price everywhere. Right?
Everywhere.
Like
Like I'd still recommend it. It's a great game. I enjoy it.
I think if you're a fan of Disney, if you're a fan of like platforming games. And you kind of like to mess around with your own. Like if you played Little Big Planet and you like designing your own levels in that game, then you're gonna love this.
Yeah, but
the level creation is way better.
And also keep in mind as well, the platforming is way better in this game too than Little Big Planet.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what people make with it because there's so many tools to make, enemies to put on, whatever you want to do. People are gonna make some really good stuff with it.
I don't know if we know the answer even to this, but the PS3 one, is it a Bluetooth adapter like the Skylanders? Because I remember if you lose that piece...
No, I think it's USB.
It plugs directly
It plugs right in,
USB,
so we're not going to have a problem losing that piece.
This is like a theme of our podcast. We're just going to ask questions we don't know the answer to. No, but that is...
But it's a PS3. I don't know if like it was a cable. I know 360, obviously, it was a cable.
Yeah.
But I remember a lot of parents came in. They're like, I lost that piece, and now I can't play, and you have to call them to...
Activision, great for taking your money.
Yeah, but I don't think they stopped. I'm pretty sure they stopped with that USB piece. Unless that USB is generic, where you can just...
You know what Activision's response to that is? Well, buy the new game we're releasing every year.
I would still recommend it. I like the figure. The way the figures are done is really good, too. I'd recommend it. I like it.
I'm just waiting for the fall, because I feel like the fall they might actually have a better package deal, just because like the sales right now could... Even though it could be selling pretty good, but it might not be as well as what Disney hoped for.
So much stuff coming out in the fall.
Yeah,
especially with Grand Theft Auto coming out. Like that's gonna hurt a lot of games. I feel though.
Kids will find a way to be
buying Grand Theft Auto.
I know everyone pretty much has money saved up for Grand Theft Auto, so it might not even affect the other games. But at the same time, it just affects the other games because that's all everyone's going to be playing. Especially with this online thing that I keep hearing about. With you have to wait like a week or 2 weeks, and it's a download.
That's weird.
So.
Yeah, Adam said it was a week or 2 weeks. I think he said 2 weeks
after
the release.
I thought it was a few more weeks than that.
I thought Adam said it was 2 weeks after release.
That was a full month.
Usually it's a week or 2 weeks.
That's weird.
It's all.
They're going to do like a Blizzard thing and say when it's ready we'll release it. Speaking of Blizzard.
Diablo 3.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
That's how we go like off topic and keep going.
Yeah, now I go back. No, Diablo 3. Wow, listen, Disney Family, we're done.
The thing is, though, I was never much of a Diablo fan. I tried Diablo 3.
I loved Diablo 1. Loved it.
Yeah, Diablo 1 was good. I just love those like hack and slash RPG kind of like.
I love hack and slash too. It's just I don't like the controls of Diablo 3 on the PC, mind you. Like I don't care much for like click on an enemy.
Can't you use like a 360 controller
kill them? It's just
on the PC?
No, I don't think so. I don't believe so. Like you
Not
could theoretically, but then you'll have to
Diablo,
use.
I don't think
You'll have to use like a program called like Joystick Key or something.
Unless
like that.
they might now, since the game's obviously coming out, they might just possibly have the controls already laid out.
Anyways, even control wise, Diablo has the Diablo on the PC. Even that game was like the control is very. I want to say boring almost. Like you're just clicking them.
Yeah, that's the
character.
thing.
But for some reason, it was addicting. I had fun playing it. Me and my friend played that game co-op. Like obviously co-op. Like.
I'm not like I played like a lot of PC games, like point and click adventure games. But that's more like story.
I probably played Diablo for 100 hours, and I don't play anything for 100 hours. But I was addicted to that game.
That was back in the day too, right?
But it's like I didn't feel any.
I was single. I never went outside. I was way overweight. I didn't do anything. Like I basically just sat in my.
No, but I think we all played games that long. Like.
Yeah, but I feel more like
I played 100 hours of Final Fantasy VII. Like it was ridiculous. I think I beat it twice.
Well, for fuck's sakes.
I hated that game.
I love the game at the time. Now it's just
But like I feel more fulfillment. Like I feel like I'm actually doing something. I can actually control the character. I press a button. You can use your sword and everything. I guess that's why I like Kingdom Hearts more. Like
But obviously, there's no point and click in Diablo 2, right? Like I didn't play that one.
Diablo 2, the play control was the same as 1.
Yeah.
It's still, obviously, with
Blizzard's been using
PS3,
point and click controls forever. I mean, that's what do you think World of Warcraft really is. You just click on a character and your guy just starts swinging away. Like you're not.
Well, they changed the controls a little bit. There's WASD you can use. Like,
but I mean the actual like your sword.
Yeah, your actual. Yeah, that's why I don't
that makes
like.
sense because mouse and keyboard.
What else is there?
No, but Diablo 3 I'm looking forward to, though.
Yeah.
We watched videos on the Xbox version there before we started.
It looks good. It looks as good as the PC
I think
version.
I just think it's going to be fun. And that'll be a perfect diversion for, like, basically a week until hockey comes out.
Yeah.
September 3rd.
I might pick up Diablo.
Day after Labor Day.
Play for you guys.
What, Diablo?
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Is it 4-player co-op?
Yeah, it should be. Like,
it
should be.
PC was only 2, right?
No, it was 4.
It was 4 on PC?
I think so.
Yeah, you can tell we're not a PC podcast.
No.
You're the only one who plays PC.
And I barely play my PC.
No, but that'll be good. September 3rd. That's good. I mean, that'll be a week, and then all of a sudden,
and then hockey will come out.
Hockey,
10.
And then you got Grand Theft Auto is on the 17th.
And soon enough, you're going to get into next gen.
I'll admit, I'm actually
whenever
getting
Xbox One comes out.
I am getting excited for Grand Theft Auto now.
It's looking good. Like,
and it's not even the multiplayer. Like, I know people are going crazy.
Multiplayer looks really good.
It's a single player.
I am getting more excited for the game as it comes out, gets closer. Like, I just hope they're not trying to do too much with this game.
That's what it looks like. It looks like everyone's going to get distracted and just do whatever. Like,
yeah,
it's going to be the same.
Let's go play tennis.
Yeah.
Or let's go scuba diving.
Like, I don't know why you would want to go play tennis, anyways. But like, there could be, I don't know. Unless the tennis could be really fun. It could be
I actually like tennis games. If it's good as virtual, it's actually the same controls as table tennis, but it's there.
Like, I never liked Grand Theft Auto 4. Like, I started playing, it's like, I just couldn't get into it. But Red Dead I loved so much, and the gunplay felt great. And
Red Dead, it was because for me it was a Western game. Yeah. I don't even think it was that much. The control was really that much better than.
It got rid of
the story,
Grand Theft Auto 4
and stuff like that.
Grand Theft Auto 4. That's my argument all the time. Is like, I don't want to go on like some date or whatever. I just want
it's Michelle.
Yeah, I got to worry about my relationship with my cousin.
Let's play darts.
As your girlfriend screaming at you in real life.
Yeah,
it's like you can't manage any of these.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought the DLC for Grand Theft Auto 4 was better than the game itself, like story-wise.
Yeah, definitely.
And more to the point. I
just thought the control shorter, which I thought that was probably better.
I also didn't like the control on the cars in Grand Theft Auto 4. I found them very floaty.
Yeah, they were really bad.
That's why I'm probably enjoying Saints Row.
And I thought the gunplay was kind of iffy. Like, it looks like now they've kind of.
But that's also a long time ago. So now
it was a long time ago. Now it's like they're using.
Yeah, Red Dead had a lot better control.
It looks like Max Payne almost with the gunplay.
Yeah, it's very fluent with the circle. With the
it looked easier to play. I'm excited for it, man. I wasn't for a while. As it gets closer, I'm getting more geared up for it. I just hope I don't. I'm just not.
You're gonna fall into that trap, and then it'll just be like there's so much stuff you can do, and then you're never gonna do the mission. Especially if it's like that big of a world that they keep saying it is, and if you have to drive from point A to point B.
Yeah.
That's when you just drive in a different direction. Be like, I'm just gonna go run over this guy, or like.
I hope there's quick.
Do
travel.
whatever.
There better be quick travel in that game, though.
Well, you usually have the cabs, or like I guess the cheats. I know in 4 I use the helicopter cheat.
No, I meant like I open up my maps, like I want to be here, and then just go
and just fast travel. I doubt it. Usually, they'll probably put the cab.
They did that in Red Dead.
No, but if they say.
It'll be the cab again. Where
I can't remember now.
But if they're saying no, I think Red Dead you could travel from
the train, wasn't it? Was it the train station?
No, wait, no. I don't think. Yeah, there was, but I
thought if you went to like a save point, like a safe house, then you could go to another one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it. Yeah.
But like that, like the Saints Row is out now. That's obviously, and that's the one that we should try that. I don't know.
Well.
I want to play. Yeah, I want to.
Everyone's saying it. I can't.
It's going to be good. 3 was really good until.
But this seems on a higher level than 3. Yeah. I'm not saying 3 wasn't good because I never played. You played it.
I've been starting to play 3 right now on the PC. It's fantastic.
I love Part 1.
Part 3 is really good. Again, I don't know how far you're into it.
It's just
I'm usually 4 to 6 hours. I think that's when I was getting bored of it.
I'm like 2 or 3 hours into the game.
So
it's just really so over the top.
But apparently Part 4, Part 4 is so ridiculous that it's
that's why it's
good.
Fun. I heard people are comparing to like The Matrix meets like Crackdown.
Yeah, it does look fun. It looks like it's so like just ridiculous.
But the thing
crazy.
with playing co-op though, it's going to be like Crackdown, where I think both of us are going to go our separate ways, and we're going to be doing unless we do like the actual missions.
No, but
together.
Crackdown. Did I play Crackdown?
Crackdown, we played it. Remember when I was like, "Where did you go? You're on the opposite side."
No, but I think that's because.
I know we were kind of messing around.
That's when the problem with Crackdown. I love Crackdown.
Same with the orbs. We were like jumping to get the orbs.
But Crackdown was like once you got to a certain point, you were so overpowered. Like the game really was just.
But isn't that what Saints Row is going to be
like? That's what
I
don't know.
Because you do level up your character, and the more you
can level up your character.
Did you play Crackdown?
Briefly. It was fun.
Yeah, it was free to download.
Yeah. It's free now. I download now, but I played the demo.
Dead Rising 2 is free.
I didn't have anyone to play back then, so That was
still fun single player.
Yeah.
Just collecting all the ores was fun.
But yeah, no, it was fun. Right?
Yeah, I really liked it. I just thought once you got power. So yeah, I'm curious about like Saints Row 4.
I'm just waiting for 4 to go down in price because 4 is probably going to go down in price. Just like that. Yeah. Especially when Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming out.
It won't go down that fast. It's actually the best-selling game the last since it came out. Like this week, it definitely.
I know 3 dropped.
It's weird. Splinter Cell sold much better the first few days, and then now it's slowly kind of reversed.
Actually, Saints Row's been selling a lot on PS3.
Yeah,
I think we're almost sold out on PS3.
Yeah, no, we had. I think I sold out. Mine sold out actually today. It's done well, and Splinter Cell actually picked up too. So
really? It's not selling better on Xbox now.
It's still selling better on Xbox. Splinter Cell. It's just a better Xbox title. I'm not saying it's better on Xbox, but
I guess it's because of Splinter Cell. It's been exclusive for a while on Xbox.
Yeah, well, Conviction
was only Xbox. Yeah, just geared toward.
Yeah, and then we got next week. So the next week is Madden, which I wanted to buy. Now Adam's going to phase out of the conversation because we're talking about a sports game.
No, I like sports games.
I wanted to buy it. It was Corey who said just wait for the next gen.
Yeah, actually, wait for next gen.
Customer said he was going to buy it for this gen and the next for the PS4.
Sakes. But people are going to do that for Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, that's a cool thing they're doing.
The thing with Call of Duty, so PS4 comes out the 15th. Call of Duty's November 5th.
Yeah.
Unless they're doing 10th.
What do you mean?
When it comes out on PS3 360, is it November 5th, and then it comes out November 15th on PS4? And Xbox One, they still haven't released a date.
Well, here's the thing. They're doing this program, Activision's doing this program, too, that, hey, if you buy Call of Duty, it's $10 more. If you already bought Call of Duty in the previous gen, you want to buy the next gen, just pay a special cost, and there you go. Digitally, at least.
I don't think...
It's like an upgrade cost. Yeah.
I think they just said if you got the premium on 360 or PS3 and you get PS4...
No, yeah, that's what they're doing. Yeah, PS4. Yeah, PS3 to PS4.
Carries over.
What they're doing for Xbox, I have no idea. But
I don't know.
It's a smart idea.
No, but people are going to buy... They're not even going to...
But the thing is, I think they're gearing towards next year. I think this year, though... Yeah. You're going to wait the week or 2 weeks if you're planning on getting PS4 or Xbox.
Yeah, but there are people. Activision is saying that they think this game will be bigger, and every year this game is going to be bigger than last year.
I think it definitely. Everyone that buys the PS4, Xbox One, they're getting Call of Duty on the system.
They're buying. But they're not only buying Call of Duty on the system. They're going to buy Call of Duty on the other system. They're going to have them on both platforms, and I'll tell you why. Because whatever. Okay, we all have whatever. We have money. We're going to buy all the systems. Yeah. But if I'm hardcore into playing it online, and I'm not. Yeah. But if I was, and I have all my gang of guys or whatever, my clan, and 3/4 of my clan, probably even more than that, but 3/4 of my clan cannot afford an Xbox One. They're gonna have Xbox 360. They're gonna buy the new Call of Duty. What are you going to do?
That's true.
You're going to buy it on Xbox 360. And then you're going to buy an Xbox One as well, because why wouldn't you? Because you have an Xbox One, but you still want to play with your guys. Yeah. So you have people who are pre-booking
especially the Xbox people. The thing is, I can't see a lot of the Sony people doing that. One, because Xbox has a better clan feature party chat. And sports
but anyways, that's why I've been saying their numbers this year, their pre-book numbers will be higher than ever because they're getting pre-booked on Xbox One, PS4, PS3, everything. And there's people buying the game twice. Which is maniacal. I think that's crazy. But if I were seriously into it hardcore,
and at the same time, most people that do,
what if you were?
That's the only 2 games.
What if hockey was coming out for it, right? And what if you were in this hockey league?
I had to wait a couple months.
Yeah.
But not even that. What if you were in all these hockey leagues and all these people you play with only had Xbox 360s and they're playing in their leagues and you buy the Xbox One version? You'd have both versions because then you could just play the better version, but when you play online, you play your Xbox 360.
But it depends on the graphics, too. Yeah. If they actually did something with the graphics and not some high-res port, probably I would actually buy it.
But you think Xbox, do you think the Call of Duty,
But we looked at the Call of Duty multiplayer footage, and it didn't look that impressive.
It didn't.
I actually thought it looked good.
No.
I'm not going to say it didn't look good. It looked the same.
You could pretty much put it here and have it display, and people would be like, oh, that's the next Call of Duty on what, PS3 or Xbox 360? People wouldn't say that's the PS4 version. Or Xbox One.
I mean, it looked fun because they're doing some changes.
Totally separate.
The game I'm curious about is Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield looks amazing.
Because Battlefield has always been so much better on a computer, and it's been downgraded like crazy on a console because it just couldn't.
Even though it still looked good on console.
Yeah, but if you look at Battlefield 3 on PC, which I think compared to Battlefield 3 on an Xbox, right? More players, smoother, better looking, whatever. So I think this game now finally an Xbox One or PS4 is as good as a PC version.
I've been hearing still if you're getting Battlefield 4, the PC is still the best one to go for. I've been hearing some reports too that the PS4 version is not really looking that great on PS4.
Controversy. That sounds kind of.
No, I was reading an article. I was shocked by this, but then again, at the same time, probably because they're still trying to optimize.
Aren't they still running it on powerful PCs anyway? Like, I don't think we even seen the Xbox One version.
I don't know.
I haven't anybody ever. I don't really know if anybody's actually claimed like, "Hey, this is running."
Yeah, because all the multiplayer stuff, they've been using the 64 PCs and they've been streaming it online, just for people to look at. But I'm sure it's going to look really good, though. They're convinced it's going to look the same.
But I think this is the perfect segue, because I believe you mentioned this, that we should be talking about this next episode, is these next-gen consoles.
We're talking about it now.
I know, you're talking about the games, but what about the consoles?
I'm getting an Xbox One.
Well, we still don't know the date for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. It's like we thought, okay, yeah, they're going to wait for Sony to release a date, and then they're going to... But they didn't yet.
Well,
no,
PS4.
Yeah, Xbox did. I figured the next day they would say, oh, by the way, yeah, we're releasing it again. But I don't know if they just don't know. Maybe they're just trying to figure out where they're going to release it.
Kind of makes me worried.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not really worried about it. I just think that they got to figure out worldwide or where, like what regions where they're going to release it.
We obviously North America.
Yeah, that's
North America, UK.
Like Microsoft said, though, it'd just be North America. And they even had like that short list of all the countries that are not getting it.
Japan.
Like on time. Yeah, there's like
Japan,
actually a couple, but
no one's going to buy it anyway.
No one's going to buy it.
Yeah. But the Europeans get the FIFA. But I think they're delayed too. I think they're delayed till next year.
Like, for me, it's like, as a console, like, PS4 is looking more appealing to me than the 360. I mean, not the 360 Xbox One, but let me finish this.
Before I cut you off now.
The console that I'm getting for sure at launch is the Xbox One.
Why?
Here's the reason why. Like, one, I don't like the Kinect. I never liked the Kinect whatsoever. You can take a look at his Instagram as to why. I hate the Kinect.
There's a lot of people that don't like Kinect.
Drunken party.
Oh, that's good.
Listen, man, Dance Central... I was pulling off all these sweet moves. Yeah, had to go for the other guy, man.
But apparently the Kinect to the new Xbox is going to be really, really good.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. But anyways, but here's the reason why. Like, I believe, because Microsoft has this great relationship with all these developers, right? They have a stronger launch lineup than the PS4. Like, both the multi-platform games are pretty much the same. You got your Watch Dogs.
Money at them
yeah. You got your Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed 4, Call of Duty. But the exclusives, like, I find, like, the exclusives on the PS4 is lacking right now. Like, Killzone, I was never a fan of. Is there anything else?
Yeah, no,
that's the thing. There's nothing else.
Of announced titles, yeah.
That's why I think they're more into indie
Well, there's
games
Infamous, but Infamous...
I'm not going to buy a machine for indie games.
Yeah, but there's some people...
Yeah, I love the indie games they showed. The indie games they showed off on the PS4 looks fantastic.
The thing is, like, would they buy a system? We should probably ask them if they're... Unless...
Would anybody buy a machine because it has lots of indie games?
No, that's
the thing.
You can
play on your PC.
Listen, I try all these
indie games on the PC.
I try these indie games on Xbox. Me and Corey go into a chat. We download a bunch of indie games. We play them for a total of 30 seconds.
Okay, there are indie games,
kind of fun, though.
and there are indie games, and that indie games on the Xbox Live indie game marketplace. Now, most of those are shit because Microsoft pretty much opened that up. It's like, hey, everyone post your games. No one knows how to fucking make games, so they post it there.
Yeah, but isn't that what it's going to be like?
But isn't that... Or they post, like, games that, like, have all these, like, almost half-naked chicks. It's like, hey, buy this game.
Okay.
People buy it. It's a scam to make money.
Yeah, but what is it then? Like,
but I don't blame them for
that. But aren't they just opening up the floodgates on PS4 and Xbox One anyway? Just do whatever you want. Upload your games.
I don't know. That's the thing. I wasn't going to look into it. But the indie games they showed off was some actual high-regarded indie developers. Like, a lot of cool stuff they showed off. Like, one, the studio that made that Scott Pilgrim game, like, is making, like, a Contra-style game that actually looks really cool. Like, those are the indie games that are appealing to me, not this freaking stupid, looks like they made it in Flash.
So, like,
that's
just
like
the higher-end indie
games. Higher-end indie games, yeah. Like, but the ones that actually...
I know that
consider that indie games, though, because they're established.
Oh, any game that's going to cost money to make unless you're making something.
I think Minecraft, that company is established.
They're established now.
Call them an indie developer, even though it was an indie game when it came
out.
a
point, but now it's like Minecraft is a completely different
I feel like all those
matter,
indie games that we do play on Xbox, indie games, because it says indie, like all those games are actual indie games.
But my point...
You can tell by playing it, they didn't spend that much money into making it, and it was probably a two-man job.
Yeah. But this is going to my original
I know what
point.
you're saying with PS4. Yeah. Like, Sony has all these like people on stage, and they have all these people playing those indie games. Some actually looks not bad, like the horror one looks pretty interesting, but I'm not going to buy a console for that one game.
I know.
It'd be cool just to check it out. And then again, for $3, maybe I might download it.
But that's my problem right now is I want a PS4 at launch. It's going to be harder
just to play those indie games.
No. Like, I want a PS4 at launch because Sony seems to be appealing to me more. They're the ones that first came out and said, like, hey, listen.
Yeah, but I feel like they did that because all the people booed at Microsoft. So, like, this is our way of taking advantage of the situation.
Yes, perhaps.
So
we don't know for sure. We're just speculating.
We're speculating. But they did wait a bit just to feed on.
It has a lower price point. Eventually down the line, they're going to have... I'm speculating as well. Like they might have better exclusives because Naughty Dog's a fantastic developer. They have all these great franchises. What does Microsoft have? Just Gears of War and Halo.
But that's why they're doing
Forza.
And Forza. There we go.
Forza's great, man.
Down the line, I think PS4 is going to have better exclusives. But as of right now, it's like I'm buying.
Microsoft's relying on these like third party
exactly
because they know that they have to suck up to these guys to sell the console.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was kind of burned from like Microsoft's.
But you know what? I feel like Sony should be doing the same thing. They can't just rely on Naughty Dog
and the Kinect. Yeah, they need to do new stuff too.
Yeah,
but. Even the lower price point with Sony is it was really appealing. But the problem,
Kinect though, man.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Kinect. Kinect can go suck balls. But anyways, they have Microsoft is such a stronger launch lineup, like Killer Instinct, Dead Rising 3, which is exclusive.
I think this Kinect could actually be really good. I know Microsoft is backing this up like it's the greatest thing ever.
I have a bit of a feeling,
but the Kinect was supposed to be really good. It's just. The hardware sucked.
Even the Kinect, some of the games were actually not. The games were pretty good. It just didn't work great.
Yeah,
it's because
it just didn't detect the movement.
It's almost like the opposite of like the PlayStation Move had. It worked great, no software.
I just think it's going to be the same problem as last gen. Like no one knows how to use the Kinect.
But what if
I don't know, man. I think they've had enough time to really figure this out.
What if this time they actually showed the skateboard and make it like another Tony Hawk game? What Kinect should have been, where you can scan the skateboard and implement that in the game, or implement anything.
Okay, stuff like that would
be
cool.
Did you ever actually try did you try Kinect Sports for any amount of time or
I never got a chance to.
Kinect Sports 1 and 2, 1 and 2 worked good and it was fun. Kinect Adventure, the one that comes with it, was actually a really good game. The Dance Central, I know you had a bad drunken experience with it, but it actually did work. So the stuff Microsoft did was good. There was that one game. What was the one where you controlled the puppet?
Oh.
No, wait. There was another game I tried too.
Made by Twisted Pixel, I think.
Yeah, Puppet something.
Did it. Yeah, you actually controlled it was the Western one, and it was the puppet you controlled.
That actually worked well.
No, the game was really...
That was basic, though. You just had to...
Gunslinger?
Gunslinger.
But the game was cool. It was a cool game.
That's the kind of stuff I want to try.
But that's what so you should try some stuff. You really should. I'm not saying get a Kinect or whatever, but
I'm going to be having a Kinect soon.
Yeah, but I mean the older games. But then you have shit whatever, Fighters and
There's a lot of games.
Yeah. Fighters and Games. 99% of the stuff was garbage. Yeah. But the stuff that worked actually did work well. So just the I'm not.
Remember?
But do I really need the
Kinect
to?
That worked horrible.
Oh my god.
Do I need?
But it's appealing that if it does actually work, not even Microsoft, but other people are saying that it does. The recognition is really good.
Yeah.
That it
has potential to actually be really good and really fun. I just hope developers actually make better games for it. Right?
Not only that, you tack all this stuff
tacked on. Stuff
this better with Kinect. Better with Kinect. Why? So you can just tell it what to do. I'm playing Dead Space 3. I'm playing Dead Space 3 with Adam, and then my game is just pausing because I'm trying to use the Kinect. Waypoint pause. I didn't say pause. Trying to find out where my waypoint is, and it's pausing. And then half the time I wasn't even saying anything. I was trying the demo, and it would just hear the sound coming from the speakers, and it would just It thought I would say something, and my guy would randomly put his hand down, and the map would come on the screen. But I didn't say anything. It didn't work.
But here's the thing: I'm scared about this Xbox One as well with the Kinect, because the Kinect comes with the console. I heard you can still disconnect the Kinect.
Yeah, you can still detach it.
Here's the thing: if you're leaving it on, Microsoft wants you to leave the Kinect on, who's to say I'm playing a game? My girlfriend or a friend can come over and decides to be a dick. And it's hey, Xbox, turn it off, and turns off the Xbox.
You can't turn it off.
We had that conversation with the Kinect because technically you can do that with the Kinect.
Yeah,
but no one has done that when I was.
Yeah, I would just you just like that. I wouldn't really worry about that kind of thing or whatever. But I don't know. I think there's also the other features with the Kinect. I know people are complaining that the Kinect built in, it's crap, whatever. That feature, me and Cora were watching this stuff from Gamescom. That uploading video thing looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So you're playing. You have your own channel, a YouTube channel. and it's recording you with the camera. So you have a picture-in-picture. So it's like you're in one half raging away while playing Dark Souls, whatever. So
people are gonna go crazy for this feature. It's a really good feature.
People are gonna subscribe to me for this. Now is it is it always recording you when you're playing games?
No, you have to put it on.
You have to put it on.
It's a separate program.
But you can record pretty much like 5 minutes of the game, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I did something really cool. And then you can actually create a video, and then you can actually record your own face kind of thing using Kinect. And
while talking about
while talking about what you did.
Now, can you upload this to like YouTube or?
Well, I don't think so. It's its own program.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Twitch?
Only from your friends.
Is it Twitch? I don't think that is. No,
it's separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
What they're doing is basically anyone on your friends list can go check out all your videos that you did, and then if you're playing like Killer Instinct and you go on Killer Instinct's
but listen,
game or whatever, you can actually.
There's nothing stopping you from like obviously with the game, if you have a capture card, there's nothing from stopping you from actually like recording it with this program, going to the channel, watching it on the channel, and recording that, and then getting that footage, putting it to YouTube. So you definitely could put this stuff on YouTube. You just have to do a couple workarounds.
Microsoft should really advertise like that.
It's a great feature. I didn't even really know everything about it when they're actually showing the guy do the Killer Instinct thing. He's talking about it. Like you really, even for us, for doing this kind of a thing, you could do quick 5-minute segments. I'm not going to have myself on camera because I'm not going to subject.
But you can even do that and even get your cell phone and just take a video of like your TV. Of you,
sure.
I mean, you can do that. I mean, the quality won't be as good, but it still gets.
But there's ways to put it up on YouTube as well. And listen, if they're smart, they would probably be best to just even have an option to say upload it to YouTube right away.
I'm sure they thought about that in the next update. They'll probably let you do that.
There'll be an option like how like on Facebook, put it on Facebook, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, a link here, a link there. I'm sure it'll all be integrated somehow later on anyway.
It's just kind of cool how like each person has their own kind of video channel. So if you do want to check out.
By default, you have a channel. Blake has a channel. Adam has a channel. Corey has a channel.
And that's all.
You should be uploading videos.
Yeah, no, but it makes it so easy. Why wouldn't you?
It is pretty easy. The guy did it in like less than a minute.
I'll do them.
It's just start to end, and then you can just record while you're like watching, and then that's
it's a really cool feature. And I'm just saying, like, obviously that feature doesn't exist without the Kinect in there. And I'm not saying that feature's worth $100.
Sony has something similar as well. Like with the recording and everything, you can control someone else's game at one point, which I find pretty cool as well.
I think what Sony's showing off is more like a Twitch TV type thing, where it's live.
Yeah,
so you're playing, and then someone can watch you while you play, and you're in the top
or you can give control to someone else. Like let's just say, for example, I'm playing Driver. I'm getting pissed off at that one mission at the beginning where you got to do all those challenges
in order to play. Lag issues.
Maybe
there's also the bandwidth that we have here in Canada.
Yeah. So I can call up Blake and be like, Blake, I need you to finish this mission because you've had a history of finishing this for everyone. You take over.
Yeah.
At that point, you say, Adam, I suck at this game because it's been too long. Fuck you.
I'm just saying, like, I think this I didn't even fully know about this feature, and I think a lot of people don't even know about this.
They don't. There's still a lot of features that they didn't even talk about previous that they took all off.
And that kind of feature obviously is only available because the Kinect is with it, right? And I just think that I don't even really like if you were to tell me about it, like we're telling you now, I would be like, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to use this, but. I seen them do it already, and I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool. Like I can see
a lot of people like
and I can not just because I own a store and we work here, we can do stuff for the store, but like I think even from that aside, you could do some pretty cool entertaining.
But there's still a lot of people that even come in here and they're like, oh, my game, this is what I did, and then it just seems like a lot of bogus. But if they actually say add me on Xbox Live or something and check out my channel. Just to that'll be more interesting.
Well, now they can.
Now they can.
Their skills have diminished. They can.
Even myself, I did this, and you'd be like, "Well, no way." And now I can just create a video of it.
I can show everybody how bad I actually am.
Like it takes achievements to like a next level.
Exactly
That's what it does.
But overall, like, I think both next gen systems are fantastic. Like,
definitely.
They're going to be worth the wait. There's a lot of software coming out that I'm really excited for too. Like. They already announced, like, when they announced the Xbox 360 and PS3, they didn't really announce so much that got me excited for the system.
I feel the problem with a lot of the software coming out is the exact same as Xbox 360 problem when it came out. It was like just ports. It was ports of Xbox One, like not Xbox One. You know,
the original Xbox.
So I think you're going to see now, like, how much better is Assassin's Creed 4 on Xbox One?
It looks mildly better.
Well, I think the water, you're going to notice different.
This is what I'm saying though. Like, is it going to be a situation where? But it's like that every generation.
Yeah.
Like we're going to see. You'll see Assassin's Creed 4 when you see Assassin's Creed 6 to Part 4 because we know there's going to be a 6 in a few years. It's going to be leaps and bounds.
I don't think the launch titles really show off the console's capabilities.
Like I'm tired. I'm sick of Watch Dogs already.
I think actually Destiny though. Destiny shows off the great.
Infamous, the new Infamous looks fantastic too.
Yeah,
like, watch
Infamous
video of
looks
it; it
really
looks great. Like I know you don't like Infamous, but
I don't like Infamous either. But this one does actually.
Yeah,
because it's also a younger. It seems like it's more action based than these like tedious.
I had no interest in Destiny, but now I'm all about it. I watched that trailer.
Amazing.
That developer diary looked really, really good.
Witcher 3 looks fantastic.
Witcher
too.
3. I mean, I'm not into. I thought Witcher 2 was a really good game, but just not for me. Like I get why people really like it. Same with Skyrim. I get it. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
I have a life. I have things to do. I can't play a game for.
Yeah, but it's not until
I'm not single. I can't dedicate my time to that kind of a game.
It's not until a year into the console's life that you're going to be like, wow, these titles look great.
It's like next November.
Rather than, here's my other question as well, because, hey, might as well continue the theme of questions. It's like, what do you think the Wii U is going to be?
I think Nintendo should just give up now. They should refund people and then just kind of make games for another console. They should just throw in the towel on the Wii U.
Yeah, but no, we got to talk delicately because there's a lot of people listening to this podcast.
I think people
are going to storm the store with pitchforks.
No, they're going to send me a message and say you're absolutely right.
Once
Nintendo ripped me off.
Once the price drops, again, they're packaging that Zelda Wind Waker with the Wii U.
Like,
so that's ridiculous. But I think once the price drops and good packaging,
I think Nintendo and Sony should have a race for most disappointing console, Vita and the Wii U. At least the Vita, they dropped the price on it.
Yeah. Now, okay, so I love Nintendo with all my heart, too, and I know you do.
Listen, I love Nintendo, too.
The 3DS, they've turned around the 3DS, like,
they saved
so
it.
great.
3DS was a Titanic, and
they returned it around. It's a great console now. They have so much good software on it. The Wii U, however, though, like
I don't think it can be saved.
It's a year now,
really?
and like
I think it's too late.
I think it can.
I don't think it's too late.
I think they're just going to rely again on the Zelda.
This
E3, okay, but Wind Waker, the remake of Wind Waker is not going to save them, right?
No,
the remake of Wind Waker is not going to sell them.
Yeah, but
it's going to sell.
But
when is Smash Brothers though?
I thought it was September. Isn't it?
No, it's not until next year.
It's next year, so there you go. It's too late.
They had an entire year, like
early next year.
The Wii U was supposed to be like, here's our next gen consoles. Developers can finally start developing like HD games.
I laugh when you say next gen because it's not even.
That's why that's why I corrected myself. I started saying next gen, but I was like, no, HD.
Well, there's that 101. I know it applies to the different audience, though, but the 101 actually looks fun.
But it's like developers are doing nothing with the console. Like we've seen,
because
like
the sales.
Yeah.
You know what? They
don't want
exactly. And you know what? Okay.
I don't blame
developers. Yeah. I talked to a guy today about the Vita, and I said he was pissed off because Madden's not coming out.
Madden's not coming out on Vita?
No.
Nope.
Wow.
Now I said, listen, really it's all about money. Electronic Arts, okay. Electronic Arts doesn't want to put Madden on there because we're not going to sell enough units to make it worthwhile. And what are they going to do? Just pour it over last year's, like before, like they
that's
did
what
with
they're
FIFA,
doing with FIFA. That's what they even announced.
They just poured it over, and it gets people pissed off. So just don't even release it. It's not. Like, they need software to sell units. So Electronic Arts isn't helping their own cause, I guess. But at the same time, it's really Sony needs to really pick up the game, right?
Yeah.
So Sony needs to release stuff. Sony's not releasing anything. And what they do, they're ports. Like, look at the library games we have. It's garbage.
And the console itself is good. It's just...
Why isn't there not an NBA on Vita? That's...
I don't know, man.
That's an easy port, though. It should be.
Sony's repeating history because they did the same thing with the PSP.
Yeah.
But the PSP had pretty good games.
PSP, later. No, they were pretty good for RPGs
they had
later.
Pretty good.
RPG is fantastic.
Star Wars Battlefront was pretty good on the PSP. God of Wars.
But yeah, the Vita right now is just a disaster. I would say that and the Wii U are just really, they need software, and Sony needs to get the software, Nintendo. Then it's not even the third-party support. Like, how can you have third-party support without first-party support?
But it goes back to even Sony with the PS4. How like,
but what has Nintendo done for their own console? Tell me. Look at the wall. We have a wall that we're looking at right now.
Mario U. They did. Okay, Pikmin 3. They published that Lego game. That was actually all right. And Nintendo Land, but that was more of like a
the Game & Warrior,
thing.
which sold a couple pieces.
But that was a garbage game. But not really. And then everything else is like, what else is there to pick from? You can pick from
But
inferior port.
That's a pretty good launch, though. Even though it's all
I won't even like. It's not even like okay. Here, Zombie U, right? Zombie U wasn't even really their fault. It's not Nintendo's fault. And I know Ubisoft was like...
Ubisoft was the biggest supporter of
Well, they were complaining how much money they lost because of Zombie U.
But they were also expecting, yes.
But listen, you know what? That game wasn't that good.
I would disagree.
No.
It's more for an acquired taste. I'm not saying the game's fantastic.
That's like Pikmin, though.
I'm not saying the game's fantastic.
But it should have been, though. That was
a
big title for them.
It wasn't bad. It was okay.
So it sold like an okay game then.
Exactly. But here's the thing about Zombie U. I felt like still, it's like...
Remember Red Steel? That was supposed to be a seller, too, for the Wii when it came out.
No, don't get me started on Red Steel.
And that was Ubisoft, too, wasn't it?
Yeah. But Zombie U, I still think it's like...
Forgot about that.
I still think Zombie U is one of the best games that took advantage of the Wii Pad.
You know what? I agree, sadly. And that's how bad it is. It's
nothing else on the console is taking advantage of that freaking Wii U pad, maybe except for Nintendo Land.
I think Batman did.
No.
They did the whole scanning thing. Apparently Splinter Cell did something for the Wii U. That's why some people were more.
But like, not even Nintendo themselves are really taking advantage of it.
They're not.
That's what I'm trying to say. How do they want Electronic Arts to support them? They're barely supporting themselves.
Actually, Nintendo Land did a pretty good job.
Yeah,
and you get that free.
Yeah, but Nintendo Land should have been free with all this. They shouldn't add two. Why do they launch with two consoles? Why does anybody launch with two consoles?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I think they just bury themselves. I think all the companies make that mistake.
Thank God.
I just disagree with the 8 gig and 32 gig. That just seems ridiculous.
Like I know people were like, Microsoft should release a non-Connect console. I just think they should just stick to their guns on this one.
They are.
No, but they should just keep the price point at PS4 and say $400.
They're going to make a ton of dollars.
If they can't, they can't.
Yeah, but if the software is as good as what they say with the Connect, then they should just rely on the games.
Well, I don't think the price $100, even it was $50. Maybe they really just can't.
If it's $400 on each system,
well, maybe they can't. Maybe they just can't. But maybe that is losing too much money.
Yeah, I guess an actually.
But
we don't even know how.
Then why don't they just give? They should really throw in a bunch of free software, and by a bunch I mean they should give you a free. Is that Connect Sports game going to be free with it? It should be.
Yeah.
It's not, but it should be. I think there should be a free Connect game or at least
there should be
a free Connect game. Like I agree with you.
There should be a free Connect game and like a bundled game. I think all consoles should come with kind of a bundled
Unless
game.
they might give you some sort of code so you download it free. They
trials,
could just do that.
A demo disc with a bunch of stuff on it.
Back to the old days, man. Demo discs.
But I used to like demo discs.
Yeah.
Demo discs were awesome back then.
That's what they should do.
Now it's like any game now. I can go to like the marketplace, like I want to try a demo.
I know, but they're 2 gigs, man. Some of these demos are 2 gigs.
But I know, but the problem now is like, here's where the industry's going. We're all going.
I know.
No matter you like it or not, we're all going.
I don't mind the 2 gigs. It's just the bandwidth.
Yeah.
We're here with like pretty much like Rogers and Bell that we have a
That's another problem too. Like we're going digitally whether we like it or not. Eventually,
we
down
should.
the line,
but that means they should
Rogers, Bell, and all these companies are holding it back.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have these bandwidth limits? Like, let's download as much as we want. Like, we're starting to see package deals now.
Well, I understand, but there should be a way of Rogers tracking whoever has a console or Netflix. There should be a way for them to track and be like, okay, these people are not obviously downloading, pirate software.
They don't give a shit. They want more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they already have so much money. I mean, $70.
Okay, Corey, if there's a way for me to make more money, who cares if I have enough money?
No, but I'm saying, I don't know, I have 120 gigs a month and I never go over.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they could just say it's unlimited and keep the price the same. Am I going to go over that 120 gigs? Probably not.
I don't know. I think if you knew you had no limit,
just start
probably.
Yeah. Man, back when I had tech savvy, I was downloading anything. It's like, man, I don't even like this game, but I'm downloading it anyways just to try it out.
I mean, I know what he's saying.
The free games, again, they're 6-7 gigs, and I'm still downloading them just because I feel like I should because they're free. But I still don't go over the bandwidth.
Did you download Assassin's Creed 2?
No, not even.
Okay, I wish I actually would have because I actually probably have that here.
No, that's what I was.
It's cheap enough now. Anyway,
yeah,
it's a fantastic.
But I did Crackdown, even though I don't know why I did Crackdown because that game comes in here all the time.
But do you think with the new consoles, I don't know, Nintendo is just finished. I don't know. I'm just so tired of them right now.
I'm gonna give them another year to see if they.
I think a year is too late.
I know it's too late, but I'm still.
I know what you're saying. I know
I
Corey,
have the console already.
I know what you're saying. Smash Brothers probably
it'll sell. I think
could give them like listen.
I think
like,
Nintendo's in a whole different market though. I wouldn't I don't know because it's almost like there's.
I still don't think
us that if we're gonna buy them all anyways, but there's some people that might get PS4 and a Wii U or Xbox One and a Wii U. There's probably not going to be a lot of people buying all three consoles or PS4 and Xbox One because they're so much similar.
So you think the Wii U is that second console?
Yeah, Wii U is going to be that second. Once the software starts coming out, like Mario Kart or
Smash Brothers,
they're relying on that.
But
or Zelda. That Zelda game looked amazing 2 years ago when they showed it.
Zelda's not going to be till 2015.
Probably, but again, when that game comes out, though, it will sell like crazy or more.
Did Skyward Sword sell crazy though?
No, but the Twilight Princess did.
No, that's because it was launch time.
It wasn't launch time, but a lot of people bought the Wii for Zelda and Red Steel, and the Red Steel kind of.
I don't know, man. I'm not convinced with them. I think Nintendo is just they need to. They're not going to give it up, but it's just
they're not.
I was frustrated. But like with the newer like Xbox One, PS4,
the graphics are just.
But it goes back into like Xbox One will sell again once Halo 5 comes out on November of next year.
No matter what anybody else says, you have these like obviously like fanboys on both systems, and I would probably admit that like I don't want to say like use the term like fanboy, but I'm definitely on Microsoft's side. Like I just prefer their online
the
structure.
Nintendo people that are.
I like all the consoles.
Yeah, but you're Mr. like neutral or whatever.
I'm neutral.
I think Sony has better exclusives. Sony has definitely better exclusives.
I'm not
in terms of online and stuff like that.
I'm not saying I'm not going to say I'm picking a side. I'm saying I'm not going to be like there's people who would be like this like there are people coming in saying the war is over already.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We won't even know until like a year or two, anyways, before we really know with sales. But they're both going to sell well. So.
That's the thing. They are both going to sell well. And I don't think like Microsoft if they're gonna. So they have a list of who's not going to be whatever they're going to release their system in certain regions and places that aren't going to get it. They're not stupid. Why releasing somewhere that's probably not going to sell anyway? And they're really probably going to do the best to get like consoles in the markets that they know they're going to excel in. Don't take any chances. Whereas Sony, if Sony releases in loads of different places because they have to, the allocation could be so bad that you're going to have trouble getting units. People are going to say overpaying. It's going to be like the PS2 all over again. You're paying $1,000 for units because you couldn't get them. It was ridiculous.
On eBay, $1,000.
So they're going to release systems all over the place. If they have, I don't even want to say a number, but let's just use easy numbers. If there's 100 systems in Brampton available because there's 100 in Brampton, 100 in Mississauga, the GTA, there's 100 all over the place or whatever. But then Microsoft, because they're not going to release it in Japan or Tokyo or whatever, that means they have 300 units to give us because they're not releasing it somewhere else. Better for us.
That's 300 units sold anyways.
Yeah, so we're gonna get instead of taking a chance somewhere else. So they're gonna starve markets with nothing, but that's gonna leave us with more.
Exactly.
Our allocation on Xboxes is way better than it is for PS4s. And I don't think that's necessarily just because demand is higher. I just think because that's the amount of units available.
Yeah. Well, Sony's trying to launch as many places.
Well, it makes sense. I'm sure even Microsoft and Sony know by now how many PS3s sell. Which country sells better, kind of thing, and they know North
You think
America,
if some guy's I want to get
Japan
I want to get a PS4, right? I want to get a PS4 and not an Xbox One. Then he rolls into Best Buy the day of release, and there's the PS4 games, Xbox One games, and there's Call of Duty on the Xbox and PlayStation, whatever. But then he goes and we don't have any PS4s. When are you getting more? I'm not really sure. You have Xbox One, yeah. What's he gonna do? Exactly. Probably gonna just buy an Xbox and buy Call of Duty and go home. Because he just wants to play.
Because I think there's just too much hype for the PS4. That's what's going to happen. Everyone wants to buy the PS4. There's going to be not that much quantities for the PS4. So they're going to look at the Xbox One. There's going to be more quantities available because they're focusing more on North America. It's like, okay, whatever, I'll pick up the Xbox One.
I think that's what.
There you go. That's a sale right there.
People have this idea of.
I don't know. The whole next gen thing is
Hey, you're the one who wanted to talk about it.
I know. I'm not saying
I feel like next gen doesn't even start till next year in November anyway. It doesn't even start this year.
It's so far off. There's so much good stuff coming up before that even.
Batman's
all these
still
are high
current gen. There's
listen.
All I'm going to play on the next gen is Battlefield.
To be honest, I don't even look that. I mean, I know we're looking way far ahead, and I think somebody actually said to me they wanted us to talk about next gen stuff, but I just feel like there's so much good stuff coming out well before that, and I'm so week to week on everything anyway. Yeah. What's coming out next week? And that's what I'm looking forward to playing.
There's a lot of stuff coming out even in October, right?
Well, Batman in October,
but there's I think there's more.
There's more.
There's Pokemon, even the Pokemon.
There's Pokemon.
October.
There's Assassin's Creed.
That seems so late.
Assassin's Creed, I think, is launching. Yeah, Assassin's Creed's launching first on current gen, and then next gen version's going to come out.
Even September, besides hockey and Grand Theft Auto, I think there's more games coming out in September as well.
And even Nintendo has like Mario.
Yeah, that 101 game I think is September on the Wii U.
I don't think that's going to sell well.
I think it'll sell pretty good.
I don't think so, man.
On the Wii U?
Yeah.
No, it's only on the Wii U. But I don't think it's going to sell, man.
No.
It's too much of a niche game.
Yeah, but I think the people that know about that game...
The people who know about that game are going to buy it.
It's like you're doing that Killer, whatever it's
Killer's
called, right?
Killer's Dead is not going to sell well,
it.
man. It's not going to sell.
But
it's not going to sell well, but we're going to carry probably whatever, and then they're all going to sell. But I'm not saying it's going to sell.
Okay, we'll put it in perspective, because I know you don't really know. Corey does, because Corey is he's a manager. Mm-hmm. I'm the owner, and you're only here part-time, not to belittle you. But like, I'm saying in terms of numbers of what we order, right?
Yeah.
Killer is Dead. What was the last title to come out, which was, I'm not saying a big title, but one...
Well, Lollipop Chainsaw, kind of, and that sold pretty good.
Yeah, it sold pretty good. But Killer is Dead. Killer is Dead, I'm actually ordering... I can't say the exact number or whatever, but it's not... I would say it's an A-level release for me in terms of numbers.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, it's selling... We'll sell all the ones we get.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what Corey's saying.
Yeah,
I know you're saying
maybe
there's
next
a certain...
week we might not order it, or we'll order a couple copies, but like the first week I think it's going to do well.
Yeah, people are coming to get it. They know it's coming, they're coming to get it. So we will sell those first few days, because everyone wants it. And then after that, it's not going to sell. Yeah. Catherine...
Yeah, but there's still the odd people that still come in. But that's
Catherine. I'm not saying Catherine was a good game, but Catherine sold great the first week. Yeah. Everyone wanted it.
Even that collector's edition.
This is a unique game. I wanted. Yeah, I need a pillow with Catherine on it or whatever, which I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
Was it Catherine with a C or Catherine with a K? That's a big question.
But like I'm just saying, it will sell really good for whatever it is, 3, 4, 5 days. And then the week after, people will forget it existed.
I'm just saying for that 101 game on the Wii U is going to sell well for the Wii U because there's nothing to
I'm just saying. I'm saying it's like that Killer is Dead game.
Yeah.
You're saying it's the same idea. Yeah. It's not a big release, but people who know about it are coming to get it. They are coming to get it. I was surprised Luigi didn't sell at all.
Luigi sold one today, man.
I can't believe that.
We're recording
the day of release. They didn't advertise it, so like. Who bought it? Was it like a parent or was it just like...
It was
a couple.
Yeah, it was a couple. But the thing is as well, it's like Nintendo has been advertising this for like at least... It's been out for a month or so.
I haven't seen any advertisement
already.
I just heard it was on the marketplace was like a month ago.
Yeah.
And people, I guess, saw it, maybe bought it there. I think someone told me it was $20.
I'm surprised you didn't buy it.
I didn't care too much for Mario U. I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was so fantastic that I needed to buy DLC. Or this little thing here. Maybe I'll pick it up for Christmas time if there's a good deal or something, but I'm busy too much playing the better games.
But
like
even myself,
Mario and Luigi on the 3DS is great.
There was a kid in the store today making fun of Empire Strikes Back. Did he tell you?
Oh yeah, we should talk. Okay, so I think we should stop talking about games. We probably talk too much, even though we are a games podcast. Let's get to the most important story right now. Why are they making fun of Empire Strikes Back?
But there's some. Was it a kid though?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The point is,
kid.
I don't give a shit, man. If it's a kid.
If I ever have kids, they will know.
I just feel like if you're a kid and you see some movie back in the day, with the quality it is, I can see that. You remember when you were a kid and then your dad showed you, I don't know, some 1960s.
That was some black and white
garbage.
No, there is that kind of movie.
I know it's Star Wars, so it's obviously bigger, but I'm just saying from a kid's perspective, if it was a cartoon or if it was...
Not only was it Star Wars, it was Empire Strikes Back. It was probably the best Star Wars movie.
It was during some good action sequence, and I was really disappointed. Like, I think the parents should it blames the parents,
what did he say? Like, how was he making fun of it?
He was just saying it looked terrible. And like,
he was talking about something
looked choppy. No, you don't say that.
But from a kid's perspective...
No kid would say that, man.
He was maybe 12 or 13.
Yeah.
He wasn't some little kid.
Yeah, but consider what it is now when there's...
Kids love Star Wars.
Probably, maybe he likes the newer ones.
Corey, man, listen, if he likes the newer ones compared to the old ones, there's different quality.
Listen, right here, I'm not even making this up on my phone. Sounds like parenting on Very Wrong. I made a thing on Facebook about it, and people were talking about it. Like,
yeah, but he's probably again older.
Oh my god!
Maybe we should ask the 10-year-olds, 10 or 12 or 15-year-olds.
All I'm saying is like this. I'm saying this. If I ever do have kids, they will definitely like Star Wars because they have no choice.
They don't.
They have no choice.
They have no choice, man.
You know how hard it is to get adopted? They'll know, and they better like that Star Wars
Then
movie.
they're lying to you if they...
Well, then you know what? Make me happy and lie. They shouldn't be lying.
But again, they might like it because you also have the toys, so you get them excited, so they might be like, wow, this is a cool thing ever.
They'll know exactly what it
Listen,
is.
Star Wars...
Maybe other stuff...
I would probably buy one of those replica lightsabers and put it in the crib with them.
There are very
If I was here, maybe I would ask that kid, like, what do you consider a really good movie? And then see what he says, and then you never know. Maybe...
But Star Wars is timeless, though, man.
Maybe he was into my.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to see. Like I can kind of.
Let's not piss off the brodies.
Yeah, yeah, he might have been into My Little Pony.
Let's not piss off the brodies, man. But anyways, what was I gonna say? But even I had a coworker like who's very into Star Wars, and he even said himself like, "Yeah, I don't like Empire Strikes Back that much." At the point, I was like, "How the fuck can you call yourself a Star Wars fan, man?" He. Oh my god! Even he at one point wanted to like go to a convention dressed up. No. Even he wanted to go to a convention at one point dressed up as a Jedi, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't like Empire Strikes Back that much." I was like, "How could you say that?"
Everyone has their own taste.
No.
Okay, no, Corey, man, no.
I like all the old Star Wars.
Empire Strikes Back is by far it's the best one.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing. Which one's that? Is that the second one? I'm not a big Star Wars person. I just really like the second one. Which the second
We're
one
gonna get
is
hate mail now because of this. No, it's the second one, yeah.
Yeah.
But how can someone like look you dead in the eye? It's like, listen, I didn't think it was that great of a movie. I thought Return of the Jedi was way better. At that point, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Ewoks, man? It's like, I like the Ewoks.
Okay, I kind of like
Ewoks
Ewoks, too.
I didn't care much with the Ewoks.
I like the Ewoks.
I like
They're
the
cute.
Ewoks.
I don't know, they're funny.
When I was little, I actually wanted one, and then my dad had to break my heart. So there's no such thing. I was like, what?
Yeah. No, I like.
Pastor right now.
I liked all. I mean, I liked the three. I don't know. I'm talking about the new ones, but yeah, I'm sure that kid, if you probably would have, like, if it would have been Phantom Menace on, he probably would have been like, yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah,
awesome.
it's just the quality.
First off, I wouldn't even have Phantom Menace playing.
At the same time, it was just like that little wet blue light, and like it does quality-wise, it doesn't look as great as like what the movies are now. And I think maybe that's what the kid was trying to say. He was 12 years old, so.
Like, I know everyone has their own controversial
I don't think the parents are like, hey, take a look at these 80s.
No, there's not controversial opinions. There's opinion. This is a great movie. That's right. And there's opinion. This is the cracking movie. Then that's wrong. So there's really only two.
Just like how it's like I actually like The World's End, and you didn't.
Well, this is a different.
Everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah,
exactly, but that's not a like in terms of Empire Strikes
Back.
It's a fact. That's a great movie. Not a fucking.
You're also
opinion.
You gotta look at how old he was.
It doesn't matter. Star Wars is timeless.
I just think the parents should just.
He doesn't.
Blame.
Yeah,
it's hard. I'm not going to blame the kid. We'll blame the parents. I think that's the easiest thing.
If the parents probably maybe said, hey, check a look at these like 1980 movies, and it's probably like it's Evil Dead. It's just like it only appeals to like.
No, that's entirely different.
No, it's still in the 80s. It looks horrible.
I think Evil Dead should be. I didn't like Evil Dead. I think Star Wars should be shown in schools and be like, hey, this is. Great.
We watched Return of the Jedi.
Educate yourselves. Here's some Star Wars.
Yeah, this is movie making at its best, and you should just watch this because
it's educational.
This is where it's at. Anyways, I think we should just end it now.
Yeah, that was our story for that. So, anyways, next time we record is probably within the next week or two. We're trying to keep this a bi-weekly
2
podcast.
weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know what's coming up, so yeah, I'm sure we'll be playing by then. Hockey.
Yeah.
We'll be all over hockey.
Hockey. Hopefully is the preseason for hockey starting soon as well?
Oh, like actually, like real hockey.
Yeah.
September.
Yeah, it's the middle of September.
Yeah.
I'm getting my Leaf ticket soon.
You gotta get me my Leafs TV soon with my cable fixed.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Exactly.
Edit this part out.
No, leave it in, man. Leave it in.
I don't remember any of this.
I didn't get to talk about Tales of Exilia and Mario Luigi Dream Team. They're both fantastic games. Pick them up.
We never barely played it yet.
Yeah, I'd wait for that.
Payday 2 apparently is. Well, you played it.
I played it. Again, I just didn't like how you have to unlock.
I just feel like we're gonna play it one time, trade it in,
probably
because now everyone wants it, and then we'll be playing Diablo.
Yeah.
We'll play Diablo for a week, 2 weeks, and then you'll be playing hockey, and then we'll be waiting for whatever comes out after that.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying before. I'm like a week-to-week kind of thing. I mean, like, what am I going to do this week or whatever? Like, what am I going to play when the next week happens? So, I don't know what we're going to talk about in 2 weeks. I have no idea. Anything could
be something different, yeah.
Yeah, it could be some great story about... Yeah. I don't even know what, because my life is exciting. I'm going to go to Toronto this week, probably. I'm going to go donate blood. I'll talk about my blood donation. Donate blood, continue to give, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, pretty much that's it, I guess.
Yeah, just
stop it. All right, so see you next time.
I'm not going to see us, but...
Come see us, bring us coffee.
They'll just see the white screen that we have. We got games.
Yeah,
we'll see that.
Look at our logo, buy our games.